Okay, this is your review of present tense, el presente, regulares, los irregulares comunes. Alright, so regular verbs, you guys have had these a couple times before, right? Your AR verbs, your ER verbs, and on the next slide you get your IR verbs. Remember, cut off your last two letters. If it's an AR verb, you add back o, as, a, amos, or an, depending on the subject. For ER verbs, add back o, es, e, emos, en, again, depending on the subject. And for IR verbs, you add back o, es, e, imos, en, right? That's the one difference between ERs and IRs in the present tense, the nosotros form. For ER verbs, it's hemos. For IR verbs, right, I goes with I, so it's imos. Then we have a whole bunch of go verbs, okay? They're obviously called go verbs because their yo form ends with go. There's a lot. Here they are. Poner, right? Put her to place. There's your forms. Pongo, right? Yes, you need to write down all the forms. Traer, to bring. Traigo. Again, these are all called go verbs because their yo forms are weird. They end in go. Tener, to have, tengo, and the rest of the forms. Salir, to exit, leave, or come out, like that movie is coming out soon. Okay, this is the verb you would use. It can also mean to date someone, to go out with them romantically. Okay, salgo is your weird yo form. Hacer, to make or to do, hago. Caer, to fall down, caigo. Okay. Valer, to be worth or of value, valgo. Decir, to say or to tell, that's digo. Venir, to come, that's vengo. Oír, to hear, oigo. It's also got some weirdness in its other forms. We'll talk about that later. Okay, now we move on from go verbs. Okay, this is not a go verb. This verb caber, which means to fit, but it is weird in the yo form. Only in the yo form. The yo form is quepo. Why? Just because it's weird. Okay, the other forms are normal. Then you've got a whole category of verbs called your ZCO verbs. Okay, very specific pattern. These verbs are going to end in either CER or CIR, and in front of that will be some sort of vowel. Okay, you already know a verb that works like this. You had it in Spanish 1 and Spanish 2, conocer. Okay, vowel, that's an O, and then CER. Okay, all of these verbs follow this pattern, right? UCIR, UCIR, ECER, 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 UCIR, ECER, okay? They're all going to have ZCO yo forms, okay? Ofrezco, conozco, produzco, reduzco, establezco, crezco, parezco, traduzco, conduzco, merezco. Alright, so here's your example. Obedecer, obedezco, and the other forms are normal, okay? Now, you've got any verb that ends in GER, GIR, okay? We'll get a G to J change in the yo form. This is for pronunciation reasons, okay? Think about it. We'll talk about it on the next slide, but all of these verbs, again, just the yo form, that G will change to a J, okay? FYI, I want to let you know that this verb right here, coger, can be totally and completely innocent. It can mean to grab, but it also, in some Spanish-speaking areas, is a slang term for the F word. So just be careful that you're not using it the wrong way. If you use it and somebody gets a shocked look on your face, that's because they think you just used the F word, okay? Alright, so proteger, okay? You can see it's just the yo form that gets this G to J change. Again, all of the other forms, proteges, protege, protegemos, protegen, that G, remember we talked about this in pronunciation? The G already sounds like a H. But if you put a G in front of an O in the yo form, you would get G. You'd get protego. You can't have that weird sound when all the other sounds are H, 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 proteger. So to keep that sound, we switch out the G for a J. Verbs that end in GUIR, they, in the yo form, will get GU just changing to a G. Only in the yo form, essentially that U drops out. Okay, here are all the verbs and what they mean. Yes, you need to write them down. Okay, here's an example. So the yo form of seguir is sigo. See how that U disappears? But then the other forms, it stays. Okay, ZO verbs. These are incredibly similar to your ZCO verbs with one important difference. So they also end in CER or CIR. However, that's going to be after a consonant. Okay, so all of these verbs, look, CER, but it's an N. RCER, RCIR, NCER. It's consonant plus CER or CIR. That means the yo form ends in ZO. You're really going to have to separate in your mind the difference between the ZCOs and the ZOs. Here's an example. Vencer, right? To defeat, to vanquish, to overcome. Yo form venzo. Z. Okay? Then the other forms are normal. All right, UIR verbs, they end in UIR, or the verb oír. Okay, it's just weird. Okay? All verbs that follow that pattern, okay, they will have an I to Y change, okay, when you conjugate them, except in the nosotros form. So every single form of these is going to have a Y in it, except nosotros. Here's the example. Incluir. Here's what it looks like. Incluyo, incluyes, incluye, incluimos, incluyen. Okay? You already got the forms of oír earlier, right? Oír is also in this group, but it's got a weird yo form, right? Remember, oír is oigo. In the yo form, it's a go verb. But the other forms follow this pattern. Oyes. Oye. Not with nosotros, because we don't do it there. Oímos, right? But then back here, you get a Y again. Oyen. So just remember that, okay? Now, some verbs that end in IR and UAR will get accents over the I and the U in all forms except nosotros. The ones on this list follow that pattern. Not all verbs that end in IR and UAR do. How do you know which ones do and which ones don't? Trial and error. These ones I'm telling you do. Okay? So here's an example. Confiar. Okay? When you conjugate it, confío with an accent. Confías. Confía. Not with nosotros. Confían. So all of these the letter I in this form, this form, this form, and this form have an accent. Okay? Actuar, again, letter U, accent, letter U, accent, letter U, accent. Oh, but not with nosotros. No. Okay? And then letter U, accent. Actúo, actúas, actúa, actuamos, actúan. Then we just have the weird verbs that are always weird. They always have been weird. You've had them multiple times. Ser, to be. Soy, eres, es, somos, son. Estar, also meaning to be. Estoy, estás, estás, estamos, están. Please note, accent, accent, accent. The other two forms, no. Dar, doy, das, da, damos, dan. It's just weird in the yo form. Ver, weird in the yo form. Veo, because you don't cut off the E, even though you should, but you don't. Saber, knowing facts or information. Yo form is weird. Yo sé, right, or yo no sé. Every student's favorite phrase. Yo no sé, señora. El verbo ir, to go. Voy, vas, va, vamos, y van. And that's it.